Hello, fam. By the time any of you see this, it'll be like 2 o'clock in the morning, Oxford time, and I have class tomorrow, so I had to go to bed, but sorry I couldn't be there. But I am going to read my letter to my big now. Shout out to Shelby for arranging that, because she knew how important it was to me to let my big know that she's great and special to me, even from all the way over here. So here we go. I looked up to Courtney from the moment that I met her. For those of you who don't know, I actually went through recruitment last fall, like the fall before I ended up accepting a bid. And I met Courtney in the first round of that year's recruitment, and we instantly bonded. She's just like so genuine, and that was so important to me because I never thought that I would be in the place that I was where I'd be about to join a sorority. Like, that was not even on my radar. I was so far out of my comfort zone that I was freaking out. And we actually bonded over, I was wearing these off-brand boat shoes that I bought at Meijer, and everybody knows that Meijer's my favorite place to shop, and she was like, oh my god, I love Meijer, and I just was like immediately so much more comfortable in that room than I had been all day. In between then and when I actually joined Sigma Kappa, I went to a bunch of other Greek events, and every time I saw her, she just gave me like the biggest hug. Even though we'd only had like very limited contact, she was always just so genuinely excited to be doing whatever she was doing, and that was so cool to me. And then when I went through recruitment again and ended up accepting a bid from Sigma Kappa, it was a really interesting time for me, like personally. Everything in my life was kind of in flux. So just like all kinds of stuff was happening. I felt like I was being pulled in like 10 different directions by all the things that I had put on my plate. I took on a lot, and during my new member period, I was really worried that I wasn't committed enough or wasn't a good enough sister, because I was always getting to things late and leaving things early, and she just got it. Like, she just understood. She never made me feel like anything else did in my life where I felt like I was not doing enough. I felt like a good enough little for her, and I felt good enough for Sigma Kappa. Courtney's also just the most genuine and understanding person I've ever met in my life. Like, when the whirlwind of last semester was kind of taking its toll on me, she just let me sit down and talk to her about it, and no matter what I threw at her, she'd just be so understanding and so cool about it. Like, I told her I had to miss my initiation, and she was like, sweet, you'll have your own initiation, that's awesome. Or I was worried to tell her about me being gay, and then I introduced her to my girlfriend, and she was like, hi, I'm Courtney, like, I'm pretty much your mother-in-law, it's great to meet you. Or I told her I was going to leave the country for 6 months, and she was like, hell yes, girl, I am so proud of you. And it was really important to me, because I was feeling it was a really tough decision for me to make to get here, you know. She actually gave me a little luggage tag that she got at Nationals the year before, and I'm leaving for Denmark tomorrow night for my spring break, and it's on my suitcase. So I always have a little piece of her and a little piece of home with me wherever I end up at. Authenticity also is really something that is very important in my life, and I think Courtney is a perfect example of someone who's always their authentic self and lives their values in day-to-day life. And I really couldn't have asked for a better role model to teach me what it means to be a Sigma Kappa. I love you, Big. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to watch you go through this really special thing in your time in college. But no, as soon as I get back home, I can't wait to go to Towering with you and tell you about everything that's happening here and hear all about your internship and about how big of a sob fest I'm sure the whole rest of this night was. Okay, that's the end. I love you guys so much, and I miss you like crazy. I think about you all the time. Woo! So, yeah, thanks to Shelby for letting me tap in on this and for organizing this so I could say hi. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.